Do you have a few more minutes for a couple questions?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I this one, because this for me was a standout episode for on Saturday Night Live. What does this mean when you see this?
Legendary status right there, sir.
You know what I mean? It's number one, it's surreal. Like all four of them brothers are like hyper heroes of mine. You know, starting with my brother Tracey, and then the GOAT next to another GOAT, next to another GOAT. You know, like Tracey is GOAT in his own right, but you know, he's closer to my brother than, you know, the rest of them. So that's why I call him my brother, man, because he was like the first person to, you know, take me under his wing or whatever. But it also reminds me of what I owe to writers. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Che wrote me in that moment. He could have wrote himself into that moment because he's a legend in his own right, too. That man has been doing really prolific things on that show as a black man, as a black writer. But he put me in that moment. You know what I mean? He thought a cast member should be there. And like, you know, that is so very gracious of him because I would have been fine just watching the monologue. You know what I mean? Like I've watched a million of them. I've watched a lot of my favorite people come do the show, and I didn't need to be in everything that they was doing. But the fact that I was in that moment and people get to pull that picture up for the rest of my life, or you know, and beyond, man, I get chills. Like I could start crying because the amount of joy that them brothers have helped a lot of us overcome pain with is just, you know, insane. You know what I mean? And then like on top of learning what it looks like to be an educated individual, to be able to express yourself like Dave, you know what I mean, or be confident on stage like an Eddie, or just be insanely brilliantly poignant with your perspective like Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just insane. And like, that's another reason why I don't go running away from that show, because if I went running away and seeking my own, I might have missed that week. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been in the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was Christmas. So like, Merry Christmas to me. Shit.
that was a great
that part.
That
part.
That was a hilarious episode.